How do you feel about people that come out bike life?
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
What up, YouTube? It's Mr. Everything.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga.
So the topic of today, and this really ain't even a debating topic back and forth. I'll cover, well, yes it will. I'll cover some issues from the other side, but ultimately I'm pro bike life. I've been around bikes quite literally all my life. Just background history, my dad rode, both of my older brothers rode, even my mom's boyfriend, her boyfriend immediately following after her and my dad split, he rode. He was the third fastest guy in the nation for drag racing. I've been around bikes all my life. I grew up around bikes. I'm pro bikes. How do you feel about bike life? How do you feel about people coming at bike life?
Same as you. I've been riding dirt bikes since I was little. Used to ride trails back when I used to live in Brookfield. I've been riding for a minute now, so I took a break or two here and there. Got my bike, my first actual dirt bike, my own personal dirt bike, last year. I'm definitely pro bike life, pro just bikes in general. I feel like I'm definitely fully into it and I'm fully invested into it, but the people that do come at bike life, I feel like they don't necessarily understand not even just the struggles that like some people that get into bike life, you know, feel and have to go through on an everyday basis, and like how bike life is an scapegoat for some of those people. And a lot of them, I understand a lot of people, they look at it as like, oh, like it's loud and it's dangerous and oh, like you could be doing this, you could be doing that. But it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like this is something that people enjoy, like very, very much enjoy. And it's just like I don't feel like people should try to take that away from the people that really, really enjoy it and find it to be a passion. And especially for I would say more toward inner city kids and just older guys, because it's like, we in Chicago, like we don't really have we don't have like trails, and we don't really have like
have like indoor or outdoor
Yeah.
MX tracks. We have them, but they far as shit. You feel me? Either they far as shit deep in the south part of Illinois, or they're over in Michigan, over in Indiana, up in Wisconsin. And like even those, after a while, like bro, like you spend your whole day going to ride, load up everything, get everything settled in, get everything, you feel me, copacetic, then you traveling 2, 3, 4, 5+ hours to go to a track, and you out at the track for however long, and you gonna try to maximize your time while you out there, because you just travel, you know, however many hours. It's like doing all that is fun, it's cool, it's an experience, but on a day-to-day basis where you want to ride and you enjoy the thrill of riding and all of that, like it's convenient to just hop on your bike and tear the city up. And I feel like at the end of the day, there are things and guidelines that bike life people are breaking while we out there riding. However, there needs to be new regulations and new laws on this. Bike life is growing. Like bike life has been a thing, it's been around, but like bike life is growing and
very fast too. Like,
yeah, like I feel like during COVID, bike life like took off. I was really thinking back and looking, like it's been the guys who've been around for forever. I've been around bikes for forever. You got your guys who ride independently, you got your guys who ride in these little packs, but like the unity across the nation, we talking,
not even
we
just
had
the nation,
we
all
had
in the world.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as us, we had people traveling from all over to come to the rides here. And then we talking rides that we do every week, Mini Mondays every week. We've ridden in Mini Monday. We've ridden with these Chicago United ride outs, Taco Tuesdays and stuff. And like you literally sit and talk and you get to see who's around. And some of these guys are traveling to come do some shit that we do on a daily basis. I just feel like it's like with anything else. If it's not something that's popular, that people understand and people know, they judge it and they judge it hard. With bike life, there's a lot of people who are taking this opportunity to ride instead of, and then you can fill in the blank.
Yeah.
There's specific situations that come with bike life. Yes, people steal bikes and set people up to get bikes in order to go ride. And no, that's not an excuse, or that's not a thing that is like, oh, that's all right or that's cool. But at the end of the day, that's a small percentage of people. That's not, you feel me? You paid outright, you overpaid for your bike, hell. You feel me? But you paid for your bike. I got 10 plus bikes. You feel me? I pay for my bikes. Percentage of the guys who going out there and just taking shit and doing all, that's very low. To look at everybody in bike life and all of y'all are criminals, y'all just out there breaking the law, y'all just have to, we're expressing ourselves in the best way possible. Motherfuckers are pulling up them front wheels, feeling free of anxiety, free of depression. Bike life and just riding period can be therapeutic. Just like anything, going to the range can be therapeutic. Drawing, art, you know, anything can be therapeutic. For these guys and girls, bike life is their life. There are some people who I know, like, they ride, that's what they do, they ride, that's it. Like, yeah, of course they have to monetize and balance out life, but ultimately what they want to do and what they do is ride. And there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. There needs to be rules and different things sanctioned to kind of keep order. But ultimately, my thing is, if a motherfucker is not disturbing you, then stop it. Because here's my thing. I went down last year and I wasn't able to ride and attend rides or whatever. I went down. I broke my collarbone, fractured wrist, fractured my ankles. I was fucked up. But in being fucked up, it was people around me who was telling me they were seeing my guys and people that I know out riding. And one of the particular situations was a female that I knew saw them leaving out for Mini Monday. She was like, they think they own the road. Like, they didn't have the light, and all of them just kept going through the light. They was in a pack and they just kept going through the light and blah, blah, blah. And here's my thing. When you see a funeral going through a light, holding up the light, you stop and you shut the fuck up.
Thanks.
You stop, you shut the fuck up, you let them pass through, you understand that whether the light is green and you got the light or whatever, they're moving through and you just go about your business after they move through. What the fuck is the difference? You see a pack of 50 motherfuckers on bikes, little bikes, big bikes, dirt bikes, sport bikes. You see a pack of motherfuckers on bikes, let them pass through the light safely and go on about your business. There's too many instances where you can apply things that are common practice, you feel me, that people do on a daily basis, that they try to sit up and twist and turn and just act like we asking for special privilege or anything because we ride bikes. Me personally, I ride every fucking type of bike, bro. It's not a bike that I haven't hopped on. You feel me? I done rode cruisers. I done rode crotch rockets. I love crotch rockets. That's me. I love sport bikes, street bikes. You feel me? Dirt bikes. You feel me? Like that. I mean, I done rode everything. I done rode ATVs, UTVs, all that shit. It's motherfuckers are not asking for a special privilege. We asking to be left the fuck alone. You know, ain't that what everybody fighting for? Yeah. Ain't that what black people fighting for? We fighting to be left alone and treated equal. Ain't that what gay people asking for? They fighting to not be, you feel me, scrutinized because of their sexuality and all this other shit. Motherfuckers identify as that. We identify as bike life. Literally. and simply being identified as bike life, we don't want to be scrutinized and fucked with. Like, leave us the fuck alone. If we're not crashing into people, you feel me?
Hurting nobody.
If we're not hurting nobody, bringing physical harm or danger to anybody. Like, if anybody's at most risk, if anybody's risking it all, it's us. It's us. We're assuming all the risks. I went down, you feel me? And nobody else was hurt. You feel me? Even the whole situation, like, just everything. Nobody got hurt except for me. Nobody took a loss except for me. I lost time. I lost money. I had to put bread back into my bike. You feel me? Like nobody took an L but me. I know for a fact, if there was law enforcement around when I went down, I would have been the bad guy. It wouldn't have just been brush it off. He fucked up. I would have been chained to a hospital bed. My bike would have been impounded. I would have been tied up in court and doing all of this other shit. And guess what? All over nothing. Nobody else was hurt. Nobody else was like, I was fucked up, but I would have been scrutinized simply because I had an accident that it was really something that it was out of my control. I had a mechanical failure. My bike didn't do what it was supposed to do. The road was fucked up. Conditions with people around me and all that. I'm not getting into that today, but you feel me? I had a fucked up situation. I had to take the runt of all of that shit. I kind of went.
No, I know. It's just like, bro, like at the end of the day, like people really don't understand how much this shit means to us. Like,
yeah.
Like even if it's just riding for 20, 30 minutes at a day, like at a time of a day, it's just like the freedom that you feel and just everything that goes through your mind when you riding a bike. It's just like
or the lack of everything that goes through your mind while you riding. Like, bro, I'm busting 160 down in 5th gear, not worrying about shit. I'm worrying about if I come up on this being, am I gonna have enough time to downshift, and how much pressure I'm finna put on my back brake opposed to the ratio of how much pressure I'm finna put on my front brake. How far am I finna lean into? I'm not giving a fuck about the goofy shit that's going on in the hood. I'm not giving a fuck about, you feel me, the family issues and shit. I don't care about that shit. I ultimately don't care about it as I sit right here, but I can't focus on it when I'm on my bike.
Yeah, and
when I pull that motherfucking front wheel up, I gotta be on point on my back brake. I have to focus on something else other than the bullshit of life. And I know people can say it could be abused or used in a drug aspect because you feel me, while we riding, we not worried about that shit. You know, you temporarily getting away from it. But like, I know personally, people, bike life has saved their life.
Literally.
You feel me? Motherfuckers want to kill themselves. Motherfuckers, you feel me, don't want to be here. Don't want to be on this earth. Motherfuckers dealing with domestic shit. I ain't gonna say no names, but motherfuckers want to ride all night long. You feel me? Like, I would rather my homie ride all night long, go up to Wisconsin, come back, go out to Indiana, come back, than beat his girlfriend up. Because they dealing with, you feel me, differences and bullshit in their relationship. I would rather that. Hop on your bike, do your thing, let us know where you get in, bro. Right. I can't ride with you all night. Me and my girl cool. It's gonna create problems if I ride all fucking night. I think the stigma of bike life is similar to gun culture. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, people stray away from other people who truly enjoy gun culture simply for the fact of the bad shit that happens in gun culture. The shootings, the mass shootings, the gang violence and all of that. But it's a whole other side to that. You feel me? And until you really look and talk to and fuck with people who actually experience some of the positive sides of it, you're never gonna understand. You're always gonna feel the way that you feel. Crazy because we get a mixed crowd of people. While we riding, this is the females, the kids, and everybody who love us. Then it's the people who absolutely hate us. I didn't almost got ran off the road by truckers. I didn't almost got ran off the road by people who ride. Older white cat, he got a Harley Davidson sticker on the back of his F-150, tried to run me off the road while I was on Battleship one day. You feel me? And like, if y'all don't know what Battleship is, I'll put a picture. That's one of my old bikes, one of my CBRs.
I wish it was more like okay for people to see that, because like as time is going on, more and more people are starting to get bikes. Like, and Brand 636 done said it the best. Like, it's been a fluctuation of like the cheap Chinese bikes that's coming in, and they put them in the what's that store called over there in Harlem?
Oh, Tool Store.
Yeah, Tool Store. They got plenty of bikes, and people is buying them on an everyday basis in the summertime, and you see more and more and more of them as people is coming in to Chicago and all that stuff, and it's just like, people love it. Like, it is, we don't really have too much of a big problem out in the west side of Chicago, but it's just like, as more and more people start to get these bikes and start to upgrade their bikes, I feel like people need to kind of get used to it, because it's getting bigger and bigger as time goes on.
It's only getting bigger.
It's not gonna go down no time soon. The police trying to enforce the rules and all, like, it's a dirt bike and you can't ride the dirt bike on government roads or whatever it is. Like,
public roads.
Public roads. It's like, at the end of the day, it's just like, we don't have tracks, we don't have no trails around or close, and it's just like, even if we did, like,
even if we had tracks and trails, not everybody's a track and trail rider.
Exactly.
You grew up riding trails and all of that. I did not. I grew up riding dirt bikes in parking lots, in streets, maybe cutting through a park here or there, letting, you feel me, just letting it rip. But like, ultimately, not everybody's a track or trail rider.
Yeah.
You got a lot of guys who you could have 24 access to a trail and they would never go just because that's not their style of riding.
And even me, I done adapted from riding trails and riding tracks and all that stuff, and I don't even like it like that no more. Like I went to Badlands not too long ago in the summertime, and it was a real cool experience to like actually ride a track and do all that type of stuff. But it was just like, that's just not the type of person that I am. I like to ride the streets. I like to be around and actually see people and like get the reactions from people. I like to have reactions from people. That's just me personally, but it goes deeper into just the reactions for me. It's more of like, I like the street. The street is where I like to ride, and that's just where I feel like I can prevail. I feel like it's a lot more technique and a lot more stuff that comes with riding trails and tracks, and it's just like, that's not something that I want to do. I want to be able to ride my bike on a public road, and it's just like, well, just get a street bike. It's not the same. It's not like, especially when it's me and I've grown up around dirt bikes, 2 strokes, 4 strokes, dirt bikes in general. It don't matter what kind it is, but it's just like, I've been around that so much to the point where it's just like, at some point, it's just like, I don't want to continuously ride trails all the time. I don't want to ride the tracks all the time. It gets boring. It gets, like, too much of something is just, I feel like it gets annoying, or it gets boring.
Saturated.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you said, like when you riding on the track and we riding on the trail, if you do it all the time, it becomes second nature.
Exactly.
But if you're not doing it all the time, you don't have access to it, you feel me, you're finding yourself having a hard time or a difficult time, because you're gonna have to go through that warm-up period, and then by the time you didn't get acquainted with the trail and acquainted with the track, and you used to your bike slipping out from under you, but you can control it, and you feel me, riding on dirt, you feel me, the dirt don't grip up the same like the street. By the time you get acquainted with that, it's time to go.
Yeah, literally.
You feel me? So why not, we got the streets are all around. That's how we get from point A to point B on the street. You feel me? Why not ride the streets? Why not, I'm not promoting riding on the E-way by yourself on a 250 or a 450, or you feel me, just whatever, because I know those bikes can't perform. Yeah. You feel me? They race bikes, bro. Yeah, they not
go fast and go slow.
Yeah, they not meant to really have top speed and top end like that. However, you got a big pack of guys. You got, you feel me, people looking out like me. Mini Monday is for mini bikes and dirt bikes. I still pull my motherfucking, I pull my Gixxer out, and you feel me, and I go to Mini Monday. I don't ride dirt bikes. You feel me? Not like that. Now, I got a dirt bike here or there, and I got small bikes here and there, but like, you feel me, like, I'm in my element. I'm on a street bike. That's what I ride. It's just one of them situations where if you got enough people, I feel like you should be left alone. I think it needs to be some legislation put in place where if it's like 15 or more guys, so I even say 10 or more guys.
I say around like 6 or 7 and up. Like, that's a lot. 6 or 7 people on dirt bikes that's a lot.
Yeah. So 6 and up, 6 guys and up, you get left the fuck alone. It's considered a pack. But that, you feel me?
It's like, then that goes into the no chase laws and all that type of stuff. It's just like, I still feel like they try to enforce that, and they try to, like.
Well, they don't enforce it.
I mean, they don't, because, like, I mean, we done.
The no chase law, if they enforced no chase law, they wouldn't chase us.
But they still do.
Exactly. So they're not enforcing the no chase. They're not enforcing. We get chased all the time.
You should make a shirt with something on the back that say, remember, there's a no chase policy.
Yeah, no chase law.
No, but I don't really understand that. It's just like, you got all these bikers, and you still feel like you need to get out in front of all of them to stop the whole thing from happening. It's just like, you gotta think about it. You got people on bikes that just absolutely don't give a fuck at all. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, that's just how it always is gonna be, unless you in a pack just full of specific people that you know specifically. It's like, you're not gonna run into those type of people if that's the pack that you're running with. But say you got a group like I don't know, like something Taco Tuesday or a Friday night ride with Chicago United. It's like, it ain't really nothing that you can do. You can put all the police behind us. You can put all the police in front of us. It's nothing that you can really do to stop that whole situation from going on because it's like it's just not. It's not.
And like even like we watch videos all the time where cities and municipalities set up sting operations and they get they seize and take multiple bikes at a time. And it's like when you really think about the manpower, the man hours, and all of the shit that goes into impounding a few bikes, like I said, the percentage of stolen bikes is pretty low. Yeah. So people who pay for their bikes come get them up out of the impound. You feel me? You gonna get one or two, you feel me, bikes that's stolen who, you know, they might pick up a charge for him being in possession. Get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. What's y'all take? I am open to hear people's arguments and just opinions who don't ride. Please let us know how you feel. Give us tips and things and suggestions. Let us truly know, you know, some of the things that, let us know what's on your mind when it comes to bike life. You feel me? Let us know whatever the fuck you want to let us know.
Please, I would love to hear it.
Yeah,
I really would. I ain't
get down in the comments. You feel me? And let us know. If you like what I got going on with the channel, consider subscribing. If you like this video, like the video. Otherwise, it's Mr. Everything. I'm out.
Alright.
Yes, there are things, guidelines. Yes. Yes. No.
Okay.
Oh my God.